Hello, my sweet friends. Shurma here. Thank you so much for tuning into my channel. Today's painting tutorial is about how to create happy roses in one stroke deco art style of painting. The materials needed for today's project are all listed over here. I start with a white watercolor paper that is square and 9 centimeters in all sides, and I have splashed it with some liquid watercolors like Autumn Blaze, Lemon Tart and Evergreen. And I've also added a bit of acrylic white to the mix. Now at this point of time, this looks really crazy, but it becomes prettier as we reach towards the end of the video. So please stick around. So here is the palette for the roses. I have medium magenta, permanent rose, deep magenta, acrylic white as well as yellow ochre. Alright, so now this is a flat brush number 6 and I'm loading it with permanent rose and deep magenta and blending the colors well. Now before I go on to create the roses, I will block a certain area on the project paper with deep magenta on a flat brush number 4. So this is the first rose in the making, and at this point I've just started with the first layer of the petals. Remember, this is flat brush number 6 and I have permanent rose and deep magenta on the brush. So this is called double loading of the brush. We need to blend the colors well so as to get the best results possible. At this point, I have picked up a liner brush and adding more of deep magenta and just trying to adjust whatever I feel is not okay. And I have also added a bit of permanent rose to deep magenta to make it more darker. As I go on to the frontal petals, I have added white to the mix of deep magenta and permanent rose. These are my happy roses. Have you ever wondered what is being happy or what truly makes you happy? For me, nature brings a lot of happiness. Just being with nature, watching the birds fly, admiring beautiful flowers, just walking around in a garden, or even sitting in my craft room playing with my colors makes me very, very happy. There happens to be a Subhashita shloka, that is a wise saying in Sanskrit. This is what it says, and I quote, Chitte prasanne bhuvanam prasanna, chitte vishanne bhuvanam vishannam, atobhilasho yadi te sukhe stat chitta prasade prathama yatasva. It means, if the mind is happy, entire world seems to be happy. If the mind is despondent, the entire world seems to be so. Hence, if you desire happiness, then first you should strive towards the happiness of the mind. So you see, happiness is a state of mind where you feel pleasant, blissful and calm. Most of us look outside for happiness. True happiness is enjoying your own company and living in peace and harmony with your mind, body, and soul. True happiness is being constantly in love with yourself. For being truly happy, you neither need other people nor materialistic things. Be with others who make you smile, and at the same time, hold on to your values, accept the good, imagine the best, find purpose, and listen to your heart. A very dear friend of mine, Sudipta Banerjee, we have been classmates in school and we passed out together as well. She is a very kind soul, very patient, and lovely to be with. This is what she wrote for me. Happiness comes from feeling deeply, enjoying simply, and thinking freely. Isn't that so wonderful? So basically, the crux of the matter is happiness lies within. Deep within you, everything is perfect, ready to radiate through you and out into the world. You can never be alone because the source of all life goes with you wherever you go. So, it is a feeling of truly enjoying your life, and the desire to make the best of it is happiness. Happy people are also successful people. So, happiness is being in the present moment and finding joy in all those moments. So, back to my happy flowers. This is the third rose in the making, and this rose is looking away from the first two roses. For the third rose, I have used the same flat brush number 6 along with more of permanent rose, deep magenta, and white. Painting is all about light and shade. So you will see that I am trying to save the edges of the second flower by making the petals of the third one darker when it comes closer to the second, because they are underneath the second flower. Hence they are darker. That is a folded petal which I just created, seen from below. So that is how the flowers look at this point of time. Let's move on to the foliage. I have bamboo green, deep green, yellow ochre and white on my palette, and I have taken a bit of deep green and bamboo green on flat brush number 6. I will be adding a little bit of yellow ochre and white as we move along the way. At this point of time, I'm using a liner brush with a lot of deep green color and trying to block the edges of the flowers. I'm trying to save them as well as bring them to the foreground. Alright, so it's time for the leaves. This is flat brush number 6, bamboo and deep green, and a little of yellow ochre. I have also added a bit of khaki to the leaves. That makes them look very rustic. If you would like to refresh your rose skills or leaf skills, then I would encourage you to please visit my past videos. I would be very happy to drop some of the links in the description box below. The strokes might be looking very intimidating, but everything becomes very easy if you practice really hard. In fact, once the muscles of our hand get used to certain things, the strokes start happening on their own. And I'm not kidding here. Once I was happy with the panel, I went ahead and mounted it on a white cardstock and created a Polaroid style quote card, which you will see in a bit. There you go. Hope you enjoyed watching me create the happy roses in one stroke deco art style. Please connect with me on my social media handles, and it would be a great pleasure to be in touch with you. I will be back soon with more interesting painting videos. Till then, stay tuned. Bye bye.